So welcome back to my channel, Mispronounced Adventures, and I'm currently in northern Finland, but I'm at very close to the point where Norway, Sweden and Finland all meet, and I want to try and get there. Also, tonight it's meant to be some clearish skies, so hopefully I'm in a good position for some northern lights if there are any. So let's get on with it. So just to point out on a map whereabouts I said I am, I'm on the little finger bit of Finland where it meets the very top of Sweden and Norway. Right, my neighbours from last night. Time to walk to the most peaceful border in the world, where Sweden, Norway and Finland all meet. Right, time to head to the three-country Cairn. I think it's going to be about 10 kilometres there, 10 kilometres back. And I'm just going to walk on the snowmobile track and take hopefully the easy option across the lake, as opposed to over the mountain. Right, it's time to follow the snowmobile track onto the lake. It's going to be a long day. What I wouldn't do for a pair of skis or snowshoes or a snowmobile. Lucky for me, the snowmobile track, whilst not used today, is really quite compact. So I'm not crunching through the surface or having to break trail really, which is nice. It's compact and it's got a reasonably dense layer of wind slab on top of it, which is giving it a nice chalky noise when I'm walking. But also it's quite a sturdy base to walk on, so it's making my life easier. Right. About halfway across the lake now. It's quite a pleasant, easy walking day. One of the snowmobile tours came through, so it's nice to be able to follow the track. Although since I'm on a lake, I have taken a bearing on the direction I'm going and coming, if there is a bit of a whiteout. But at least for this lake, if you follow either of the sides of the shorelines east, if I was coming back, you would end up back at the main road anyway. Generally just easy going and it's a bit of a lovely day really. A bit of a lovely day. Right, bit of a headwind picking up now, but getting there. At least on the way back, the wind will be pushing me. It'll be quite nice. Well, that's the lake section done, well at least on the way here. I think it's about 3 kilometres to the point now. It's also where the boat docks if you want to take the boat across the lake in the summer season. Getting there. So I left from here, walked over to here and followed the snowmobile route. Now here, I need to get to here. lunch. Finished the lake section. It's about 2.5k I think to get to the 3 country cairn. Beard's starting to look good, isn't it? Getting there. Getting there. Beard's looking good. That appears to be what I'm looking for. The three country cairn. Success. There we go. Made it to the 3 country cairn. The most peaceful border in the world. It's pretty peaceful. Time for some lunch. Some smoked sausage, blue cheese. I've even worn my yellow trousers to match the marker. Back to the lake now, just to get to the foot of the mountain in the sun, which is Sana, I think it's called, and that's where the van is. Oh, getting there, need a few more K. Sun's starting to set, but I've probably got about another hour of light. Plenty of time to get back to the van, if not I've got my head torch anyway. Right, back across the lake. Gonna follow that towards the car park. Getting there, a bit knackered if I'm honest. Made it back to the van. Bit knackered, but back before last light, which is always nice. Back to an overheat error. So I've just got back to the van and I could smell a slight sort of burning-ish smell or a hot smell, which occasionally these heaters give off, and that seems to be what's happened. Well, there was an overheat error. Looking at the temperature sensors which I've got in the van, that only happened about 45 minutes ago, or in the last half an hour. I mean, I leave the heater on all the time. Like I've been out today, I leave it on when I'm overnight as well. So I mean, the heater's used to being on all the time. I'm not sure what's going on. For some reason, the fan speed is just going a bit up and down, cycling, which is then not keeping the case cool enough, and it's overheating. So I need to figure that out. Right, temperature's dropping. It's currently getting towards -8. So I'm going to get some fuel, and then I'm probably going to carry it across the border back to Norway, because you can probably see the little border post out there. That's the border. Although if I cross that, there is no light pollution looking north, so if there is any northern lights, I've got a better chance of seeing them. Whew, a bit knackered though. Well, I'm just a bit knackered, so I couldn't be bothered to drive over the border to Norway to the park up. Heater seems to be working a bit better, but there's something not quite right with it. I think the fan motor is on its way out. But consolation prize, the northern lights are out. So let's look at some time lapses. So this is the Northern Lights in real time, just taken off my iPhone. Absolutely incredible. Well, good morning. It's currently minus, what is it? It's minus 14 outside. About, well, that says 9 in here, but the thermometer for the heater said it's 12 degrees in here. So I just kept it on low all night, and it seems to have kept running, which is good. And I've just ramped it up to a higher speed now, to see if that error is still there. Hopefully it's cleared magically overnight. Probably not. If I need to replace the temperature sensor, I have a spare heater with me, so I might look into doing that today. Yes. Last thing you want is your heater to fail when it's minus 14 outside. Right, I've just whacked it up onto max, and hopefully it will not have the crazy fan issue. I mean, at the minute the fan speed looks a lot more stable than it was last night. It just seems to be fluctuating a bit, but we'll see when the body temperature gets hot. That's when I was seeing the fan speed waving massively up and down. Right, update. The body temperature is now up to 201 degrees. And looking online, a few people say that 200 degrees, or about that, is what it should be at when it's running on its maxed out setting, and it doesn't seem to be climbing. When yesterday it was, it just carried on after 200 and carried on rising when it was on full pelt. Whilst performance was better this morning, it's still getting hot. 216 is too hot. It's going to shut down in a minute when it gets to 220. Interesting, it just dropped from 216 to 2.4 body temperature when I opened that door with the diesel heater base down there. Interesting. Nope, still rising again. It's 2 degrees off having a overheat warning now. Oops. As I forgot to, as I was dealing with the heater, I forgot to do a few things last night, and my normal job is to take everything off the ground. As you can see, my footprints have turned to ice, and my 5 litre water bottle has, well, not fully, but started to turn to ice. Well, definitely started to turn to ice down there. They're leaking? Just top tip, don't leave anything on the ground. And that's pretty much going to end this episode here. What a roller coaster of a episode for me, at least. And I feel pretty achy this morning. And what a really lovely display of the Northern Lights last night. So I think today I will leave Finland, going to go back over to the border post, which is just over there to Norway. And I think I'm going to head towards Stromsø for next. So thank you very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, give me a like and a comment. If you want to see more of it, feel free to give the channel a subscribe. if you want to see the sort of upgrades I made to the van to be able to sort of be up here, check those out as well. They're on the upgrade playlist. And yeah, thank you very much for joining. Cheers, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.